storage tank overnight, like I was explaining earlier.
Okay, sorry, I lost you. I think I had a call coming in. I think it may have kicked my video off.
Nope. I believe I'm pretty
Okay.
well finished.
So a couple questions I've got.
Absolutely.
What could you? One's the pure. I haven't climbed down there. So purification, drinkability. What quality is the water in?
Coming into the storage tank, it's got kind of a sulfur smell. You know, kind of smells like rotten eggs. But it running into the storage tank like that, it's going to create a natural aeration. So that's
Okay.
going to vent off a lot of the actual sulfur smell and gas that's
Because
coming
when
directly from the
the
dock.
general inspector was here on Monday, I came over, kind of go through his report,
Mhm.
and he had run the water, inside the house, and it was a god awful smell.
Mhm.
Of course, I don't think anyone's been. It's been vacant for a while, so I don't know if that's just normal because of that, or what you recommend. Like, because I don't know, like once again, like with the well water, quality of water out here, is that something you should think they should have? Reverse osmosis or
Well, they do have
yeah,
a
what do
water
they have down
softener,
there?
and
Okay.
it looks like a salt tank, brine tank.
Okay.
That's going to create a little bit of treatment, but it's not really going to do that heavy of filtration. Now, as far as the actual sediment that's in here, a lot of it's going to actually settle just inside of this tank, and you're not really going to notice it, which is why I say once in a while, really just clean it out of the storage tank, and then I'll keep the majority of it out of the system. The sulfur smell, I'm sure you were likely getting from, once again, if it hasn't been used in quite a while, sulfur will build up inside mostly hot water heaters and things of that
Well, that's
nature.
what the inspector was like, man, I get this, when
Mhm.
when we've had a house that sat for a while.
Yeah,
so
that
what's
happens a
your-
lot when
Yeah.
they sit for a while. The sulfur gas will kind of build up in the pipes quite a bit, and when you first kick it on, especially in the hot water lines, it'll build more
Okay.
heavily in there. I think it's the separation of heat the heat causes the separation of sulfur gas a little bit, and it'll make
Okay.
it sit a little bit more in the hot water lines. It's just a theory
It's
because
a
I've
tankless
noticed.
hot water heater.
I've noticed,
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of sulfur smell in even
Okay.
a lot of wells. Like my
Gotcha.
parents have been on a well my entire life when I lived with them, and I was on a well, consequently most of my life. And you do get sulfur smell in the hot water a pretty regular amount. It's not unusual. Calcium is actually something you notice more of than anything.
Okay.
But as far as that goes, it's only harmful not calcium. The sulfur is only harmful in very heavy doses. So as long as you can't really actively smell it, it's not really going to affect it.
Okay. So what's your, with your experience out here with wells, do you feel they need a treatment? Do y'all do a water quality test? Can y'all do that? Because
It's not something we do standard.
right.
Typically, we'll call somebody else to come out and do that.
Okay.
I know
y'all
I'm personally out
maybe
of
an
sample
added-
bottles, so I
Okay,
can't
you
collect a
can't.
sample now. But
Okay.
that
y'all
might be
can come out
something.
and
It might be
just
something
grab
we
one real
could,
quick.
refer somebody to y'all, or
Okay.
we could possibly.
I'll ask them and see if that's something they want to do. But in your expert opinion, how do you feel about that with the well treatment, the water out here, for drinkability? Do you feel like it's something that's needed, or do you not know until you test the water?
It's something better said once you know the actual quality or contents of the dissolved solids in the water. In my opinion, the water out in this area it's acceptable quality, certainly. I lived actually in Smithwick, about another 10 miles down the road, 1431 here, so I am somewhat familiar with this area. I've lived on the well water out this way for most of my life.
Okay.
I moved in and around third grade, never really had any major issues with it.
y'all
Just like I
have
said,
treatment,
once in a while
yeah.
you'll get sulfur smell coming in the hot water, and that
Right.
generally just means the hot water heater needs to be cleaned out. Now with
Okay.
tankless water heaters, that's not really so much of an issue, but
Right.
it is going to be somewhat present in the hot water line. So
Yeah.
it's really
Okay.
just a matter of actually running the hot water for a short amount of time before you actually use it.
Gotcha.
And as far as that goes, I don't really know much about water treatment.
Okay.
I don't think it's wholly necessary. I think it's kind of a play it by ear kind of basis.
Okay.
it's more up to the individual using it,
Sure.
as far as how treated it really needs to
Yeah.
or should be.
Okay.
In
Okay.
my opinion, water's fine. This water is fine as is. I would
Okay.
bathe and drink this water as
Yeah.
is, not directly out of the storage tank,
Right.
but out of the faucets. Even I would drink that.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay. Okay.
It's of an acceptable quality in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Well, cool. Well, so you guys, y'all sent out a report just based on
Yes, the
findings?
I pretty well everything I stated.
Yeah.
I've got documented inside of
awesome.
a PDF report, and I'll be emailing that to my office, and they should send that out to y'all as I would imagine by the end of the day, today or tomorrow. at the
Okay.
latest.
Awesome. Well, Hunter, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. It was nice.